Here's a technique for underground living. Say you bad with directions like me, right? You say, but I'm bad with directions. Say I drive out with no internet and shit, and I can't find my underground house. Then what? I've been working on it for a whole month. Now what the fuck do I do, right? You're like, fuck that shit, right? This is what you do. You're driving out to the boonies, right? I learned this from this dude, right, that I used to work with. He was like Jamaican or some shit, right? So anyway, you driving, and, well, he's a roster. But anyway, say you're driving, and when you reach the point where, you pass a marker, say like a sign or some shit, you look at your gas tank. I mean, not your gas tank, but your mileage counter thing. And then when you get to your spot, write down the mileage or remember it, whatever. Then when you get to the spot where you're at, then that's how many miles you go. Like, say it's 50. Maybe 50 miles. Like, so every time you hit that marker when you're driving out there to work on your house, it's 50 miles. And then you're there, basically. Draw a crude ass map too. When you get there and you start walking like, all right, I'm all the way out here. Make markers or some shit. Count the trees. Anything. Go find like a spot, big rock or some shit. Whatever. I'll go like the count miles on the gas tank, and then you get there, just draw a crude map. Like back in the pirate days, like 20 paces north, 30 paces east or some shit. I don't know. Like, you gotta do techniques. There ain't no Wi-Fi out there. Ain't no Wi-Fi, GPS satellite. You free, man. You free from 5G and 2Gs and Wi-Fi's and whatever the fuck else is out there. Like, all that shit's dead. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't forced to support it. 'Cause everyone's being forced to support this bullshit. And that's probably why crime and shit's so crazy. Niggas getting hit with weird ass raids and seeing weird subliminal messages and shit. You ain't gotta worry about that shit out there. And if you do get to the point where you make, technology like that, at least you know you would do that shit legit. Like, all these motherfuckers just want to see someone die. Like, that's all the fuck they care about. And motherfuckers that be like keyboard warriors or whatever, they pretty much run shit niggas is talking about. It's got a name and all that shit. I just keep making videos and shit about them. Like, it's crazy. What they're saying to do is just do that. Like, make you a hobbit house. That's what they call it in Lord of the Rings. Like, anybody could do that shit. The motherfucker boot down ring. The dude built a $500 one by hand. Like, he didn't even have a shovel. He was digging in the dirt like a dog and shit. I mean, people just caught up in looks. Like, everything makes more sense when you really look back. And you're like, why don't we have houses underground? Like, wouldn't that make more sense? Like, if you're really from Earth and you see how animals build houses, when you say, we're gonna build underground, like everything else, nigga. Like, that's why they make planes, they just copy birds. So who said, let's make houses above ground? Like, even bears live in caves, which is technically underground. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything lives underground except for humans. And birds, they live in trees. Snakes like it underground, or like chilling on rocks or some shit. Even some bugs live underground. It's either underground or in trees. People are the only people that live above ground, like on nothing, like on the grass and shit. I don't know. Some people are just obsessed with being different. And that's just gonna get them fucked up. I'm just saying, like, anyway, that's them. Like, you can't worry about other people. And motherfuckers might be fake people. You never know. If they ain't fake, they're gonna realize real quick what the fuck's going on when you start making moves. So don't worry about people. That's my take on it. Like, when I do this shit, they're probably just waiting for me to do it. Like, yeah, nigga, whatever. We'll see when you actually do the shit. Alright. But I'm just gonna keep putting out pointers and shit. Cause I'm bored anyway. Like, got a couple of weeks until I move, so I'm just killing time right now. Reading this book, killing time. Do some bushcraft shit. Learn about natural greenhouses. That would be set. Cause once I plant the plants, I still gotta eat. I bring all my lighters from when I used to smoke, which is a lot of lighters. I'm gonna get some of those magnesium fire starters, and by the time I use up all that, I'll have a good, you know, thing going where I can find fire or, collect timber. Or start one by rubbing sticks together or some shit. I have a stock, have it stocked up. You gotta get enough until you can get your stock up. You gotta keep that shit dry. And keep tinder dry and all that shit, or dry it out or something. You know, that'd be nice and crispy. I think it's a good start. Once you get a good start, you're pretty good. All you gotta do is keep that. Your levels up, basically. Food, water. See, food, water, food, water, and plaster fire. It's like the most important shit. I'm gonna bring like 2 pairs of clothes and wash them in dirty ass water or something. Hang that shit to dry. So I can get something better in the year 3000. In the year 3000, nigga. That's when I'll get something better. You're like Tom Hanks on Castaway in this bitch. You talking to the birds and the bees and shit. Hey. I am Fox looking like, what? You talking to me, nigga? Come here. Oh, not pretty something to pass the time. Maybe I'll bring books or some shit. Oh, then you might be lying about going crazy out in the woods. You never know. Or whatever. I can't stay here, nigga. Like, I am serious. I can't see no video out there, no way, so. Which is a plus, because that means no one can track me. So, that's even better, nigga. You out there digging. Oh, it's like, oh, I don't like your language. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Who gives a fuck? Like, you think when I'm out there in a cave, I'm gonna be worried about what a nigga say? Like, is that, like, nigga, that's the problem with life around here, is that niggas is way too comfortable. They don't know how to be real. Like, when you're out there in the woods, you don't give a fuck what a nigga say. You don't give a fuck if a nigga fucking or whatever the fuck going on outside. I want to see bears fucking. I want to see birds fucking. I want to see animals fucking. I mean, if I know a nigga across the way, he probably gonna be cussing too. Like, no one gonna give a fuck. We got so much other shit to do than to police each other's language and police whoever we fucking. Like, no one gives a fuck, nigga. It's the woods, nigga. Who gives a fuck? Like, you gotta be real. Niggas get these big ass houses and suits and think they can just run around and tell people what the fuck to say, how the fuck to say it, when to do it and shit. Like, fuck that shit. I live in the dirt, nigga. Straight out the mud. Make me a trench, nigga. I'm gonna bring my guns too. Fuck that shit, nigga. Big ass bear might come knocking on my door. Like, I wouldn't kill this stupid ass bear though, but I'll scare that motherfucker. I don't know. I like animals, so I ain't just gonna kill some shit. And animals don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, people know what the fuck they're doing. So that's the difference. Animals don't know shit. They're like babies, but with weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got big ass claws and teeth and shit. Like, I want food. Like, pow, get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Got something louder than you. Nigga going jet. Oh shit. With a stream of piss. This nigga got magic. The fuck was that? Am I dead? Did he get me? That nigga don't know what the fuck happened. Like, nigga pointed up a big ass thing. I said, bang! Sparks and shit flying around. The motherfucker right to the sky, nigga, like a rocket ship. I don't know if it came down and hit me, or does it fly? Does it bear seat? I don't know what the fuck's going on. You gonna run so goddamn quick. The last time I see that fool, he'll be gone. But yeah, that is a plus for me. It ain't no cops. That's a plus. Ain't no cops. Like, the only thing I gotta do is just deal with this shit, and like once we get to a certain level, it'll be a lot better. I think once I got a good house, I got wood stocked up in tinder. I can go and do other stuff like dig for gold and shit. Trying to figure out how to make electricity. Maybe I'll look that up because I'm a nerd, nigga. Like I'm gonna need lights. Like if I make heat lamps, that means I can have a greenhouse in my motherfucking cave. I know potatoes make electricity. I don't know how strong it is. I gotta look that shit up. I don't want electricity. Like that shit is like crucial to me. So yeah, now I get some of those rubber gloves too. Like I ain't trying to fry myself over that shit, but maybe that shit don't happen with potato. I have like a big ass potato farm. I'm gonna figure some shit out. This shit gonna be kind of dope though. Let me look up a thing on that. Well, not soy energy. That's too advanced. Let's do like potato shit. That's that's like the basic shit.